booming Aussie suburbs. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we're going to have a look at an article from Yahoo Finance which is discussing top 20 suburbs where prices will boom. Now, don't forget, we've had our first recession in 28 years. Okay, we're in the midst of a global pandemic. Much of the country is in lockdown. And of course, what's happening to property? Well, it's going to the bloody moon, everyone. You just can't help but laugh. Honestly, you really just can't help but laugh. So let's have a look at this article, the top 20 Aussie suburbs where prices will boom. Before we look at that, let's just remind ourselves some of the property prices here. This is the weekly average property price. And I will just bring up my full screen here so I can see how much it actually is. What are we looking at here? Oh, there you go, 1 million and just a tad, $100 under $1,070,000. Three bedders, much more affordable at 980 grand, guys. Just think about that, 980 grand. Wow. Now, if we look at it nationally, which includes the regional areas, the prices are 686 and 596,000. That's what we're looking at. That's average asking prices in Australia, guys. You know, depends on the regions that you look at. It just goes insane as well. So there you go. I don't know how foreign viewers must take all this just craziness here in Australia. I see in the comments some people are shocked at how much you spend to get one place here in Australia when you get 2 or 3 houses overseas for the same money. And here the build quality is terrible. Even for the speckies. I mean, there's nothing special. There's nothing really wrong about them, but there's nothing too special or advanced with them. Just talk to any European that has moved over here to southeast Queensland, and they will tell you they are colder in the winters here in southeast Queensland than they have been back home in the German winters. You know why? Because our houses leak like anything. Anyway. So the top the top 20, not just one, top 20 Australian suburbs showing the telltale signs of a price rise have been identified in the quarterly Well Home Loans Green Shoots report. Well Home Loans CEO Scott Spencer said the Well Home Loan Green Shoots report has identified a diverse range of promising housing markets across the country. I wonder how many of those are going to be in southeast Queensland. How many do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to have a shot of coffee. Because I think there'll be a few. So here we go. The top 20 list includes 14 metro locations, 6 regional locations scattered around all 8 states and territories. Of the 20 locations, 12 are unit markets, 8 house markets, catering to a variety of budgets, he said. That shows no matter where you live, there might be a nearby housing market where prices look set to accelerate in the not-too-distant future. That provides you with a potential opportunity if you're thinking about buying. So, here we go. The housing market at Mount John's, Alice Springs in Northern Territory. Of all the suburbs in Australia, the housing market of Mount John's in Alice Springs is showing the clearest sign that strong price growth is just around the corner. The median asking price of around $680,000 was unchanged during the quarter, but is likely to rise in the near future. Okay, you know what? I'm going to let's bring this up. Mount Jones, because I don't know where this is. Jones, Alice Springs. Okay, let's have a look at this. Or Mount John's, Alice Springs. Okay, $680,000, everyone. Median price. Okay, where do you think this is? Town in Australia. Okay. 680,000 here. Zoom out. Okay. Alice Springs. I've never had the pleasure of visiting Alice Springs. I haven't even been to the territory. There you go. Smack bang in the middle of the country, in the middle of literally nowhere. 680 grand. Okay. Let's pretend that's normal. Guys, we'll pretend that's normal. What do you reckon? Those of you in Alice Springs. You know what? Let's just have a look here. Let's have a little look see. I mean, beautiful photos, but okay, 680 grand, everyone. You tell me. Nothing. You're paying for the land? These are just spec houses. It's beautiful, but still. So, the unit market in Oxley Park, Sydney. The unit market showing the strongest sign of imminent price growth is Oxley Park market in Western Sydney, the report said. The area has seen a sharp rise in the median asking price from $532 to $559 in the last 3 months. Okay, so let's have a look there. We'll do the same thing. How do we do that? We'll go, wait a minute. Oxley Park, Sydney. Where are we looking at here? How far out? Okay, there, Mount Druitt. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of, that's not, is that really Western Sydney? That's virtually, you know, I'd consider that nearly, what's an inland town in Sydney? It's virtually at Canberra. That's so far away. How long's the trip in, guys? You know, 600, what are they saying here? 560 grand. 560 grand. Okay, let's jump here on one of the suburban streets and see what we're having a look. I mean, oh, there you go. Graffiti right on the thing. That's not a good sign. Right there. Of all the chances of places to pick. There you go. So, the unit market of Rainbow Beach, Gympie region. Rainbow Beach? Unit prices set to rapidly increase in the near term. Days on the market have tumbled from 157 to 115. Still 115 days on the market. That's insane. 300 grand. 300 grand. Okay, let's look at Rainbow Beach Gympie, hey? Let's do this. Rainbow Beach Gympie. Looking at here, there we go. That's it. I remember we went there once when I was at, yeah, okay, it's a fair bit from Gympie. When I was at Noosa, we went up to Rainbow Beach as a kid, and I just wasn't impressed as a child. Okay, let's you know, go in here. I mean, there you go, guys. I mean, would you get much tourism out there? I guess for the capital growth. 300 grand. But look at that, nearly half a year on the bloody market, everyone. How's that? The unit of Elmore Vale in Newcastle. Asking prices have been picking up in Elmore Vale. 494. Okay. Well, let's have a look at that one. Elmore Vale. What is it? Elmore Vale. Okay. Where we're looking at here. Is this? Oh, so it's okay. When I think Newcastle, I think around here. You know, when I went there for university trips, it's beautiful here, but this is like in the middle of nowhere. Okay, do you want to go here? Let's have a look. What are we looking at here? Look at one of the streets. Okay. Wow. Just speckies. Speckies as far as the eye can see. We must be in like a complex here. No trees. So the thermal load is going to be hot on all of these things. Probably hotter than if you were in Alice. You know? There you go. Look at this. Not even letting you put it in a proper bin. You get a half little small bin. Bah. Anyway. Glenelg in Adelaide. 3 clear signs. The Glenelg unit market is poised for future price growth. Days on the market are down to 43. Okay, so there's not half a year like in Rainbow Beach. So over the past 3 months, vendors have been pushing up median asking prices from 445 to 485. Okay, let's check out Glenelg, guys. And we'll just you know, we'll look at the top 10, okay? Where are we looking at here? Okay, so this is nice. Right near the beach there, the beach that has no waves. I don't think they know what a wave is in Adelaide, honestly. Let's jump in. Let's go on High Street here. We'll have a look. Okay, you got some beautiful buildings in Adelaide. The beautiful stone buildings here. It really is. You know, you get some lovely buildings there. I mean, if you're working remote, why not move to Adelaide? You know, you might actually get better value for your money. Okay, I mean, what are we looking at here? It's nothing too... Yeah, it's Adelaide, everyone. Notice how here they've got the corner treatments in brick, not stone. You know, that's the kind of opposite of how they have it in other parts of the world. Okay. The housing market in Hackham in Adelaide. What are we looking at here? From 39 to 35 days, 370 on the market. Unit market of Rockingham, fringes of Perth, 318. Okay, from 105 to 86 days. How is this saying? I mean, we're looking at some places that go a third of a year on the market. Okay. That's a long time to be sitting on property. Why are we, and people are predicting, you know, measuring property with the hedonic index every 5 days or some stupid number. How does this make sense? You know, if I want to sell shares, you can do it, boom, get your money in 3 days. You want to sell crypto, boom, you can do it instantly. Here, you got to wait 100 days. These assets aren't liquid or very hard to move. Madeley, Perth, you're talking 65 to 60 days, 581. North Haven, okay, North Haven, 555, from 29 days to just 23 days. Hope Island on the Gold Coast, unit market on the Hope Island, 82 days to 73 days. 73 days at Hope Island, guys. 534,000. You know what, let's have a look at Hope Island, which is around my neck of the woods, down the Gold Coast. Hope Island, Gold Coast. Okay. There we go. Up here. I mean, it's nice. It's the northern part of the Gold Coast. It's kind of all swampy around here. It's not too far from Brisbane. But, you know, it feels real Gold Coast, guys. It really, we'll go here, whatever this is. I mean, you're getting you've got an older population. This is one of the oldest suburbs of the Gold Coast, so you get a lot of people that are downsizing and moving into these little townhouse type of things, either in complexes or, you know, look at this. Okay, that's interesting how they put the garage at the back. Where they don't need a yard. It's downsizes. That this northern part of Gold Coast is all downsized as central. And, you know, if you knew what they build these things for, half of this stuff here is all just rendered foam. Well, that's not. That one isn't. That might be. Or FC. There you go, $500,000. The housing market of Pukra and Adelaide, 395, 28 days. Woodbury North, 30 days, 440 with change. Unit market at Wynnum, 470, 67 days on the market, guys. And Florey in Canberra, 24 days on the market and 463. Curram Downs, 26 days. 480. I mean, look at some of these markets are moving a lot quicker than some of the other ones. But, of course, these are all the booming ones. Seville Grove, 47 days, 335. Werribee, 400 grand, 47 days. St. Mary's in Sydney, 28 days, 499. And here we go. We've got one in Carlton, in Sorell region in Tasmania, 460,000, 23 days, housing market. Okay, let's have a look at that. We'll go there. Check that one out. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, here we go. What are we looking at here? Where is this? Okay, we're not too far from Hobart. Locals will have to tell me how much of a drive that is. How much of a drive that is. Where's the Cadbury factory? I don't remember anymore. Maybe that's in Lonnie. I'm getting confused. Okay, so you're near the water here. Let's have a look. Boom. We're looking at someone's garden. What are these dirt roads? Come on, Tasmanians. Bloody, come on. See, this is why your literacy rate is so much lower than... And I'm not making a joke. That's actually true. 50% illiteracy rate in Tasmania. I still remember the first time I ever drove on a dirt road in a city was in Berlin. When we went to the eastern part of Berlin, it was still all had dirt roads. And, you know, it was a bit of a culture shock for a kid coming from suburban Melbourne. Okay. Is that dirt? Yeah, it is. Still, it's not impressive, not a well-maintained road. I mean, there you go. Guys, Tasmania just looks cold. Okay, I just happened to click on the one dirt road there. No, my luck. It just looks cold in the photos. There you go, 460 grand. And here we go, the unit market of Sandringham in Melbourne. What are we looking at? 31 days, 700 grand. So let's finish up by checking out Sandringham in Melbourne. What can get you for 700 grand? There we go. Okay, nice. Right on the bay. Right on the bay. $700, $700,000. Boom. There you go. Nothing. No, it's fine. But that's units. I don't want to know how much these houses are. So there you go, everyone. These are the top 20 suburbs according to this report from this organization. Some of these wait times is just crazy. Well, what's the solution to all of this, everyone? Well, let's have a talk. Nope, wrong thing again. This is it. Whenever I call up one of these property values, it stuffs up. But anyway, here's the thing. We've got an obsession with property. We're all aware of that. There are people out there who are hoping, begging, desiring, wishing for a crash. There are people who've been wishing for a crash to property for 2 decades, if not longer. And, well, here's the thing. Look at how much the government has intervened in the market. Look at what they've done to keep property going. Look at home builder. We've got property overheating everywhere. You've got negative gearing. It's now a staple of our culture. Is there going to be any way to pull that apart? And even if we have an intergenerational inheritance of property, then the next generation is going to want to maintain the status quo. There's going to be a huge wealth transfer, one of the biggest that has happened ever in the history of humanity. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. The solution I would suggest is we need to get off our obsession with property. We need to incentivize people to invest in things other than property. That's the fundamental problem here. It's not that it's unfair. It's not that some people have too much. It's not stupid ideas like limiting how much people can buy houses or that type of stuff. No, you don't want to intervene like that. We want to realize that the reason people are going into property is because it's a mechanism that they can easily use to borrow a whole lot of money and then offset their taxes. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people are doing it, and then they're reaping capital rewards. And our government has proven that they will intervene in the economy and they'll use property to do it. Both sides of the ball, both sides of the team, both wings of the bird. So how do we get away from it? There needs to be a cultural shift. I think bit by bit, there needs to be a realization that the longer we continue down this property-obsessed path, the greater our economic complexity will decline, the greater our dependency on foreign imports, the greater that we will just simply become a country of holiday makers, house buyers, and latte sippers. Maybe this recent call to nationalism from the PM to try and encourage people to vaccinate, maybe that could be a path towards getting out of property. More nationalistic tendency. But what would need to happen is the government would need to get out of the way of business, and they would need to incentivize people to actually take the risk. Because otherwise, they'll go stuff it. I'll just go get a shit job, earn a little bit of money, and put the rest in housing. What do you think? Do you think it can happen? As always, guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Would you buy in any one of these 20 suburbs that are set to boom? Don't mind waiting 100 days to sell your property. As always, if you're a fan, enjoy the content and want to support the channel, there are a few ways you can. Simply liking, sharing, and subscribing is a great way to help the channel grow. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon, sign up for SelfWealth or Stake, use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.